Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a casual Friday here on That Park Place for Extra Magic with Jonas and Marv.
What in the name of all that is holy?
I just thought I'd loosen the tie a little bit, you know?
It's amazing what a loose tie can do for your
I
entire
know.
look.
I look like I look like I've had a long day, but we're all sitting down. I don't have. Well, wait, we do the sip thing. There you go. There you go. It's a
Yeah.
casual day. Oh, by the way, everybody hit the like button if you don't mind. It's me. It's me, Jonas, your son. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Did you cut your hair, Jonas? No, not yet. It's actually been a rather long couple of weeks here. Let's see. Hey, that's a new Jonas.
That is a new Jonas.
That's one way to look at it. Or
Anyone that had hope that you were going on camera anytime soon should probably take this as a bad sign that you've now invested in a new Jonas.
well, invested in some tokens to yeah. Okay, so I did work with a graphic artist that people in this space have heard of, but I'm not going to name his name because I didn't end up going with the really well done design he did. But this is pretty close to it. So let's see here. Oh, look at that,
Andy Masterson. Look at that.
I plan on running into this guy face to face in a dark alley and telling him exactly what I think of him.
That he's a swell guy and we appreciate him.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, look at that. Ron's out there, and so is Andy. Well, we talked about Andy already.
Yeah.
Wolf of McGarvel. Does this avatar look more like you, Jonas? Well, it does look a little less like Obi-Wan
McGregor.
Kenobi.
Yeah.
So, in that way, yes, I suppose it does. Hey, Tom F. Good to see you out there.
See,
He
Tom?
kind of scary looking. Am I kind of scary looking?
No, you're just very stern, which I think kind of works.
I mean, the other guy looked pretty stern. I mean, he
Yeah, but I think when you see Obi-Wan, you see like I love a happy landing, like like he joked around. Like this guy,
Yeah.
yeah, like this one just kind of looks like you've just been called to the principal's office, and yeah, like Justin Dutchy just called it real life fake Jonas.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, well, maybe I'll modify it again somewhere in the future. Jonas isn't back.
No, Jonas isn't back.
I didn't think this would be such a discussion piece right here at the start.
People don't like change. Take it from somebody who revamped his entire channel 6 months ago. It takes time.
I think that probably has been for the better. I think
It's 100% been for the better, but it was rough going in the beginning.
I think your content is that you raise the quality level on your content, and people got to know you a lot better. I think in all that. Does the new Jonas have pants?
Nope.
Yes. Blue jeans. Oh, you mean the avatar or the person? I am wearing pants this time. Did I? I can't remember if I said I don't have to wear pants or that I wasn't wearing pants when they asked me before. I think I
Probably
said
that you
I
don't have to wear pants.
That's one of the best lines I heard from Sean Astin. It says, "What's the difference between acting and voice acting?" It says, "In one of them, you don't have to wear pants."
Mm-hmm.
Jonas used up all the extra magic to make that avatar. Okay.
For the record, even when streaming faceless, I have never once streamed without pants.
Without pants, with shorts, maybe without anything that you can put belt loops through. Who wants to get specific?
Not me.
Why am I questioning whether Jonas is wearing pants or not? Now, I don't know. What happened to Janice? This isn't Jonas. Bring back the real Jonas.
It sounds like a moment for deep reflection for you, Wild Man of Yavin.
In all of this, I didn't realize people would have a problem with it. Also, the animated or drawn version of it. This is just it's the same person, just drawn. How about that?
Freedom Seeker right now is asking me if I have an entire Bucky's wardrobe. At this point, probably. I probably have a Bucky shirt for every day of the week.
You do like Bucky's?
Because every time I go to a new Bucky's, I get a shirt. Because it's just one of the things that I like to do to mark a road trip. Because I only ever see Bucky's when I'm on a road trip. So I have them for like almost all of them. And then this one I got on the way to Dollywood. So it's this Tennessee along the back.
Yeah, I did notice that I passed you on the interstate on the way to Dollywood, and you were wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And then when we got there, you were wearing a Bucky's. Well, that.
I was wearing a Jaws shirt.
Oh, but with
Hmm.
Jaws print Hawaiian shirt.
I mean, it was a kind of.
Mm.
But I was in the Bucky's and I was looking literally at this shirt when Lauren like came up behind me and scared me, and I was just like, I said, I don't know, I feel like I need a shirt with a little less whimsy,
Mm.
and he was very entertained by that comment. But I looked at like a couple of like the plain like solid shirts, but then I went with the baseball jersey that says Bucky's on it.
Yeah. Chris Dickerson says it's Jonas, even if we see Mickey Mouse as the wizard, so long as it's Jonas behind the mic. And the last time I checked in the dictionary, my name was still Jonas Campbell. Let's see. You mean when Lauren swaggered up behind you?
He does swagger.
He does.
He's a swaggering man.
He's a difficult person to miss at the with the parks. He wears that cowboy hat out.
He wears the cowboy hat, and he's always wearing like a long sleeve button down, tucked into blue jeans. Like he is that is the Lauren Connor uniform, as I like to call it.
Would we classify that as a double denim?
No, it's not. It's not the Canadian tuxedo. I wouldn't go that far. But like I remember when we went to Epic together, he showed up in that, and I said, "Really?" I was like, "You're wearing that at Epic Universe too?" He just goes, "Could you imagine me in a t-shirt and shorts?" And I was like, "Good point."
Mo says, "Nice avatar." Yeah. Hey, there's a person who's a great graphical designer as well.
Yes, he is.
I really like Mo's work. The Dapper Dan. Well, I feel like I would need to cinch up the tie a little bit more if I was truly going for Dapper.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Why is your name in the dictionary, Jonas? I don't know. I don't write the dictionary. I'm not J.R.R. Tolkien.
I mean, Jonas, if you were like to go on camera, though, would you do what Pro did and transform an entire room of your house to look like the background that your avatar is in?
I would rather transform the background to look more like my office and then do that.
Yes.
Maybe that's what I'll do. That seems
easier,
a lot cheaper.
A lot less painting.
Like I met the custom sign maker who made the Pro neon sign that's in the back of his office.
It's a great sign.
And I haven't said anything to him yet, but I want to warn Pro that you do realize if you want this thing to be perfect, you maybe need to go ahead and order a second one.
Why a second one?
Because if you need a spare.
Yeah, that's true.
Just in case things go down. What's he going to do? Is he going to stop doing YouTube videos while it's out? No, never. So I've been remiss here. Juliet for £5. Afternoon, that Park Place and chat.
Afternoon to you, Juliet.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you for all the modding help. You're so nice. Equus Heart for $2. Jonas looking like a guest character on Archer. Yep. There's one version of this that looked a little too much like Krieger. Krieger-san. Yeah. Anyways, Bad News Badger for 50 Danish kroner. If you want to sell your collection of shirts, Marv, maybe you can make a deal with Bricks and Minifigs.
That sounds like a great idea.
Put them in there on consignment. Yeah.
Lauren being like, "What have you done?"
Man, the Bricks and Minifigs situation is crazy.
It's
there we go.
Crazy.
What have you done? I didn't do it. I don't know how this button works. He could AI generate a new sign. Somebody told me that Pro's office looks fake. And I think that's probably the best compliment that you could do to that office.
I think so too. The blue, I love the blue on the wall. Like that's a really great, like I love blue as a color. Mm-hmm. And that is a phenomenal blue.
What's interesting is his office does take advantage of the use of forced perspective. Like there are things in that office that only exist if you move the camera, it doesn't look the same as it does in real life. There's optical illusions in there. So let's see. JJC PNG face reveal. Maybe. Jonas is front. Oh, because Jonas
you're not back.
Is not back. Okay. You know what's fun about that song is it's fun to sing.
It is.
It's got a bounce to it. You know,
My favorite is
little
Little
bit
Baby Born
on the
on the
brownstone.
brownstone steps.
Exactly. But
Though,
picks
but
of
can
those.
I just say though that real life fake wizard fighting
Mm,
has been stuck in my head for forever.
yeah, it's a bop, and
It
I don't think
really
it's as
is.
good as Jonas is Back. I'm a little partial on this, I
I,
must admit. But
well, no, so I have found I found something that might actually help. There's like a little ditty that I just heard recently that so I
you're
have
gonna have a new ditty on the stream today.
I have little intros for all of my cast members on the M4 cast, and Carol Brown's was starting to trigger a copyright thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to. I said, I got to rework it. I think I'm just gonna AI like an 8-second song for you. And she goes, hold on, I can do it. 8 seconds, right? And I said, yeah. And so then she played this.
This is my carol song. It is 8 seconds long. This is my carol.
I like it.
That hit, and like after that, that was completely gone. The real life fake wizard fighting was gone from my head immediately.
I like that a lot, actually. Ken Reinhardt says about Jack and Diane. Yeah, have you run into John Mellencamp recently? He's I don't know how old he is, but he looks older.
I thought it was Sam and Diane.
No, it's story. Jack and Diane. No, oh, you mean Sam and Diane?
I'm talking about Cheers.
In Cheers, yeah. Let's see. Can we do a poll of which will make more money, Mando, Motu, or Supergirl?
You know what I think is the saddest thing?
Mm.
Mando is going to make the most money of the three of those.
That is. I feel like there's still a chance that Supergirl may make more money in the box office. I don't know, because it's out at the end of the month. Maybe people are busy right now. Like this is how bizarre the box office situation is at the moment. Let's point this out. Yes, we are going to talk about, the box office and all that stuff, and we are going to talk about Masters of the Universe. Wizard, by the way, if you're out there, I've sent you the link. This is a very unusual time here. So it looks like Scary Movie is doing pretty well at the box office. Masters of the Universe probably going to be a flop, which is strange because there's a lot of people that seem to think that this movie is great. Obviously, I've heard one or two opinions on the internet that this movie is not very good. I'm gonna keep it light.
I've heard some loud opinions about that, I think.
Yeah.
But so I'll wait until we're actually talking about the movie to give you my thoughts on it. But I think that the marketing really worked against it. I think more people than they thought heard that toxic masculinity stuff.
I think that's probably a good way to put it. Also, I'm hearing from some people that the movie is not appropriate for children in some way.
There are certainly jokes in there that are not.
There's some dirtier jokes in this movie that is supposed to be based off of a children's toy brand. So what's the best way to put it? When you don't want to be informative to kids, and you also don't want to dangle something in front of them that if they start Googling it, they're going to go down a rabbit hole. They don't. Anyways,
you know what? I'll put it this way. You remember the joke that everyone made as teenagers about Fisto? That joke appears in this movie 4 times.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
And comedy comes in 3. So
I'm no comment.
Look, yeah. I've succeeded. Dang it, Marv. The Carol song is now stuck in my head. What, this one?
This is my carol song. It is 8 seconds long.
Funny thing.
I love working with creative people. That's great.
It's actually 10 seconds long.
Oh. See, that's deception right there. Yeah. One of my favorite songs ever is the song Hook by Blues Traveler. Do you know what that song is about?
No.
The song makes every appearance of being about the hook bringing you back, meaning like they talk about Peter Pan and they do all that. But the song is literally about it doesn't matter what you say in the song. is that the chorus has to be good. The hook brings you back. So
that makes sense.
So the whole thing is almost making fun of the idea of the fact that no one pays attention to the lyrics to the song, but it kind of rocks at the same time.
It does,
or it did in the 90s.
Well, I mean, like there are songs where like I have found out later on that they like are about self-deletion or something like that. Like isn't like Hotel California about that or something?
I don't know. Actually, I like the debate around Hotel California, whether or not it's about drugs, like the American Fork Police Department, may or may not be doing while they shoot Desert Eagles. Or it could be about Hollywood in general, or maybe it's just thematically about the wildlife there out in Hollywood. I like it being open-ended, like the back rooms. I don't like solid answers as to what something is. There we go. Derek's Light knows what I'm talking about here. It's his favorite karaoke song.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
What's funny is it's probably about a Mexican hotel called the Hotel California.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You can never leave.
Let's see here. The best RH Red Hot Chili Peppers song lyrics are completely nonsense most of the time, like the Young Kentucky Girl in the whatever it's almost rap, right? Whatever it is they're doing, but it's melodic rap.
Well, I mean, like, so my dad is the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan in the world, and I used to always question what the heck he was saying because he couldn't understand it.
Yellow Ledbetter. I used to have a version of Yellow Ledbetter that I would sing in which I intentionally didn't know any of the lyrics. It's actually about a very specific musical hook, a chord progression going all the way back to Pachelbel's canon in D. I'm going to disagree with you, Lauren.
We learned last night Lauren is very musical.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On top of everything else? When
we played the Caro song, Lauren actually broke out an acoustic guitar and like recreated it.
It seems like it's the same 4 chords or interval as what is that song? Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry.
He's basically Eric Clapton.
Lauren,
because he was able to just get this 10-second song.
That's ridiculous. King of the Monsters. Hey, good to see you for $2. Waving the flag. Thank you very much. And Hail America on its
a salute to that flag.
250th anniversary. So the reason I brought this up, of course, there's the Masters of the Universe thing going on, but then there is this. We have yet another YouTube series topping the box office right now. Amazing Digital Circus, the next YouTube craze of the box office, posting a $6 million opening day, poised to beat Backrooms this Thursday. Now, This is not the same animal as Backrooms by any stretch. Backrooms is a fully produced movie. It is an A24 production. It is it's an actual movie. This is a few episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus that have been put into theaters. So Mac, now it's known, always sending excellent information, has this at almost $8 million yesterday, which is amazing, considering that it's going up against things that have $100 million marketing budgets that that came out yesterday as well. Or was it 2 days ago that He-Man came out? I forget.
It was just yesterday. Well, so Wednesday had a special preview for Amazon Prime members, which I didn't know about. Otherwise, I would have gone to see it Wednesday.
Well, I guess you weren't special enough for the preview. TJ Magnify. It's not a difficult song, Marv. See?
What are you talking about, man? This is like the greatest, like most complex song ever.
This is my Carol song. It is 8 seconds long.
I'm gonna keep doing it till Wildman. If you haven't super chats, tell me to stop.
Tom, I hope you have it. I hope you're doing well today, Tom F. Fake Asian Wizard Black. I don't even know how to do this one. Fake Asian Wizard Baraka Jonas. for two. Hi diddly ho, Panelinos. You know what's fun is I'm not doing when I do an Asian accent, I'm not really trying to make fun of anyone. There's one that I absolutely love. It is it's Hattori Hanzo from Kill Bill. You know,
I like baseball.
You have a big rat. And whenever I do that,
very good.
Vash would get so uncomfortable.
Visibly uncomfortable, yes.
But he's dying laughing. I do it on the phone and he acts like he's going to get caught listening to me use this. I guess he thinks it's a I guess he thinks he's a problematic accent.
I will say you did it on speakerphone one time when my Asian wife was in the room. She laughed though.
Oh. I'm glad. It's not like I was doing James Hong. What's difficult is if you do James Hong, people think you're making fun of someone. I'm like, no, I'm doing an impression of the beloved character actor James Hong. But here we are again. YouTube is dominating the space. Why? Probably because even though there's all these channels dedicated to Star Wars and they're so easily searchable out there, if you go look for Amazing Digital Circus, which I don't know if our audience would be that aware of this. When I reviewed it on Criticalist, I think it had less than 10 reviews. I haven't seen this episode yet in theaters, but I think one of my kids, old enough to comprehend the themes, wants us to go see this as soon as possible. This is the same thing they did with Stranger Things. It's the same thing they did with The Boys, except in this case, it's not going on a streamer. Well, maybe it will go on a streamer. But they're charging for a Fathom event to go see this, and it's literally just maybe 1 or 2 episodes of the show.
So a Fathom event nearly doubled the box office of Masters of the Universe.
That's a good way to put it. Yes. In Fathom events, they the only reason I'm aware of Fathom events is because of Mystery Science Theater 3000 in its different offshoots. So, have you ever seen Amazing Digital Circus, Marv?
I have not.
This is the stuff of YouTube legend. It's almost the same as the Backrooms as far as the lore channels and the speculation of what's going on. Has a deep, like, game theory style lore community out there trying to figure out what's going on. And I got to say, they seem to be right on the money. I get all this stuff through, family osmosis because I have a child, teenager that wants to talk about it all the time. I don't recommend it for small kids, even though the main character is a little Harlequin clown looking person. They're basically in like a digital purgatory. Well, digital purgatory makes it sound nice. It's more like a digital hell that they can't escape from. And there's all these nihilistic themes, like everything that you wouldn't want in a children's show is in there. But they do censor the curse words, at least at first. So, I'm glad that there's an independent creator out there making something interesting. But also, yikes, you got to watch it with what your kids are absorbing into their heads. I'm not saying it's the end of the world if your kids watch this, but maybe pay attention to the darkness of the themes if your kids are learning the wrong lesson from it. So, people are thrown off by that avatar there. What is that avatar? Jonas says, Caveman. I don't know. Ken Reihart, some say they are a streamer, but they're not the only ones. There's a movie no one talks about anymore called Dinner for Schmucks. And it has one of the best Paul Rudd lines ever. He says, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not." Oh, wait, no, it's not Paul Rudd. It's Steve Carell.
Yeah. Both an Anchorman. I get how you mix them up.
Well, they're both also in Dinner for Schmucks. So looking at this, you got 3 movies, 2 of them with an amazing marketing budget, and it's the YouTube one that wins.
An amazing marketing budget, yet terrible marketing.
Yep. And then to almost move on from the YouTube conversation, we got this fella, Kane Parsons, who did Backrooms. He said he doesn't want to do IP work. but I think he may actually be in conversations right now for this one. So I honestly hope he doesn't do a Portal movie. I want him doing whatever it is. Like
yeah, he was the one that was asked about Star Wars, right? And he just said no.
just a flat no. He got asked about Star Wars and something else at the same time that was Star Trek. Just a flat no. Which more power to him. I appreciate that he's not going for Star Wars. I feel like that's probably a wise move to say no to Star Wars. Someone like him would probably do well with Star Trek. He's got the right temperament, I think. He's also a absolutely no generative AI ever kind of person.
I just saw this. Is that real?
Oh no. That's awful.
Oh no.
I hope that's not true.
No.
Hold on here. We got to look that up.
Oh no. It's real.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, well, that is terrible. That is a punch in the heart.
Well, here we go. Anthony Head of Buffy and Ted Lasso dies at 72 years old.
72, that's young.
Yeah. Let's see. Anthony Head, the British actor known for his roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Ted Lasso, has died at the age of 72. His daughters Emily and Daisy Head announced his death in a statement to the BBC, saying their father passed away peacefully of complications due to pneumonia, surrounded by his family. Well, of the ways to go, that would be on the probably the top 5 of ways that we all have access to, surrounded by loved ones.
That's how Jim Henson died of pneumonia as well.
Yeah.
So
no, I didn't mean the pneumonia.
Sorry for interrupting you mid thought, but
no, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm a huge Buffy fan. So.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much of television right now that is based off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, even though a lot of them want to deny it. Head played Rupert Giles, the Watcher and father figure of the Slayer Buffy Summers on all 7 seasons of Buffy alongside Sarah Michelle Gellar on Ted Lasso.
He even had his own spinoff for a little bit called Ripper, which was supposed to air in the UK only. I don't think it ever actually aired, but there was a season of it filmed.
I didn't know that it actually got filmed. I would love to have seen that. He's a great character.
I always felt he would have been an amazing Doctor on Doctor Who.
Oh yeah,
he was in an episode. That. He played a villain on an episode. Ken Reichardt brought it up. He says, the episode that brought back Sarah Jane, David Tennant episode. So yeah.
He was such a charming person. So obviously Rupert Giles is a little bit more bookish and could play could be in that fatherly, maybe a little bit more on the softer spoken side, could do some adventurous stuff every now and then. And then the character that he played in Ted Lasso, absolute jerk, wonderful, like charming rogue kind of. He plays I guess a billionaire or something like that.
Yeah, he was the original owner of the team before he lost it to his wife in the divorce.
Right, and you could see why Hannah Waddingham's character would have liked him at some point, and where that relationship went. Here's a show that I don't hear referenced at all anymore, but he was Uther in the BBC Arthur. Merlin, not Arthur.
Yeah, he was Uther Pendragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The Giles was an interesting character though, because Giles could be very bookish and nerdy in the first season, but like there are moments where like he was just a pure like BA, like like he was like there's one moment at the end of season 5 where Buffy beats Glory, and Glory is inhabiting the body of this dude. And she turns back into him, and so Buffy just kind of leaves him there, and Giles is just like, well, we both know that Glory's gonna like eventually come back, and he's like, yeah, I'm surprised she let me live, and he goes, yeah, well, she's a hero, she's not like us, and he goes, us, and then Giles just smothers him to death.
Oh man, that was a great show. I mean, well, I kind of lost me when they started doing the dark magic is like drugs thing. That was
I actually didn't mind that. I actually thought that was I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Magic having a cost, yes, I get it. But also when I'm it's a little bit vague, and I don't like vague superhero rules. Like okay, I get it. If you're invisible and there's a time limit on you being invisible, okay, there's a ticking clock that's coming at you. If it's dark magic becomes addictive, okay, yeah, it's not
Well, it
interesting.
makes sense though because you're empowering yourself and it feels like a rush. So you would get addicted to that feeling of power.
Yeah.
And to not be using it to be, essentially just mortal again, I think would feel almost like the wind got taken out.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
The other thing that it's like when you read Harry Potter, and there are so many things that they could do with magic, to the point where even there's that line in Order of the Phoenix, you don't have to go whipping your wands out for everything.
Yeah.
Like almost like it's viewed as a little bit lazy to do magic for everything. But
So here's the thing though, if you're going to use the addiction metaphor and Willow is going to be reformed and not, have to, is not going to use it anymore. The problem was in season 7, she goes back to using it. And because the moral of the story becomes, well, I could just do it a little. And I'm like, that's not how that works.
right, exactly.
That's not how addiction works.
Right. It's like at some point you see the Incredible Hulk hanging out on the beach as the Incredible Hulk, and I don't like that. That takes away the whole thing they're going for. This fearsome creature in the Avengers, like he's it's a werewolf story. It's a Jekyll and Hyde story,
Right.
and it's a thing about not letting your rage take over, and then it's him and his cousin hanging out on the beach talking about whether or not they can get drunk.
Meditating.
Yeah, like, okay. Are you meditating angry? That's interesting. So man, this is it's disappointing. You just have to remember that no one is promised tomorrow, and we can celebrate a excellent body of work. So
Yeah, absolutely.
let's see. First Dragon Queen says, "OMG, who is that? I don't accept this imposter avatar." What if I got a cease and desist from the Obi-Wan Kenobi estate?
Yeah, you might have.
It could have been that. Equus Heart for 5. Rest in peace to one of my favorites. Anthony was an amazing singer in Repo, the genetic opera. He did have a really good baritone.
I believe in the Buffy musical episode, he's amazing, and I think he played Sweeney Todd in a production of Sweeney Todd.
Ooh, I would love to see that.
He's in the very beginning of the Sweeney Todd movie in like a cameo, and I always assumed it was because he had played Sweeney Todd at some point in a
but not for long. The Wild Man of Yavin for 5. A little late, was in the other room. You win, Marv. I yield.
Very well. I shall stay my hand.
Okie dokie. Albertus Magnus, you sound like George Takei, Jonas. Oh my. Mo Zamboni, you mean you don't like Superman being able to rebuild something with his eyes? Did that happen?
It might have. Who knows? Because there's so many things that they've done with Superman over the years to give him extra powers. I'm just like, why?
Well, like the power of super ventriloquism in the 30s and 40s. That's that was a little too far. I think he might have had super farming or something. Oh, The Quest for Peace.
Yeah, that explains why I don't remember it.
Yeah, I think I literally have the collection of Superman movies on Blu-ray sitting here on my desk, and I don't know if I've seen Superman 4. I think I probably have, but I don't know if I've seen it. And then King of Monsters for $2. Who kidnapped Master Obi Jonas Wan? It was KK.
I'm sure it was.
I mean, a cease and desist goes a long way. And speaking of segues, did you guys know
before you segue, Culture Casino is not sure that he likes animated Jonas.
What's the quote about?
Let me tell you something. You are keeping this animated avatar forever now. I'm a huge supporter of it. In fact, I want it to be on T-shirts.
We could actually put this on T-shirts. I don't think we could get away with putting the other one.
No.
Let's see. Did Jonas get hit by a Venture Brothers beam? Yeah, you mean with Molotov? I can't say the name actually. Venture Brothers, interesting show. Spring 91 Bear for 250. I can't wait to see Apollo's return tonight. Is
Yes.
Kevin Apollo returning tonight?
That is the rumor going around that Kevin Apollo will be on the Lauren Apollo show tonight, where we are discussing the films of 1985.
Ooh, that's a good year.
Yeah.
A very good year. Bad News Badger for 50 Danish crowns. The fact that Buffy crew are slowly dwindling and I was a youngster while watching the show bring my own mortality closer, and I don't like it.
Well, they're all dying young is the problem. Like Anthony Stewart Head was 72, which, you know, is not young, but it's also not like you typically hear people dying in like their late 80s, early 90s. Whereas, you know, Nicholas Brendan died extremely young, and that was really tragic.
Yeah.
And Michelle Trachtenberg, again, really, really tragic death. So, yeah.
Terry Nekayama says, keep it 100. All right. Mary J. Jonas VTuber. I mean, the other one was pretty much just as VTuber as this one.
Yeah. I mean, you're not moving. It's not like you got like the Master of the TDS, you know, moving thing.
As opposed to Zen Wookie, as opposed to the Bat Alphabet Soup Analyzer in the Adam West show.
Hey, there was science
It's a mystery,
behind that.
a Mr. E, a Mr. Edward Nigma. You know, yeah, that 1960s Batman. I'm glad that I understand a little bit better what they were going for. I loved it as a kid. I don't know that I ever watched the last part of any episode because I think every single episode I watched ended with tune in at the same bat time on the same bat channel. Disney stock still below 100 today.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Well, I haven't looked today, but it was under 100 yesterday.
I don't know me. Is the Mandalorian, you think?
I don't know. I've never seen the movies as moving the stock price. They don't really they've never really done anything for the stock, or they mention them in the earnings calls, but you have to have a profit attached to them, and Disney has never said how much profit they make. They'll say how much revenue there is, but they never say how much profit. Fake Asian wizard Black Jonas for 5. Krieger Jonas. I like it.
Krieger Jonas.
See, everybody's getting used to it. It's like Stockholm syndrome. Jonas, were you digitized by Filmation, like Flynn in Tron Legacy, specifically with that creepy Jeff Bridges in it? That's the one. Yep. Not sure I like the cabbie costume, Marv.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm keeping this for forever. I'm going to put it on T-shirts now.
I think way ahead to Mr. Culture.
Nah, with me, it'd be more like where to, Mac.
Jonas J. Archer. Dr. Jonas Quest. It would be Johnny Quest, wouldn't it?
Johnny Quest.
Vixaris, member for 27, finally made a live show. Sounds slow, not on 1.5. You only do 1.5? You got to pump those numbers up, man. Yeah. Wait, is this live? No, it is not. And Jonas paying with Kriegerans. Mr. Krieger. Yes, maybe I've seen more of Archer than I should admit.
I've never seen any of it, so
here we go again. Speaking, nope. Sea Brew for $2. Jonas' new look reminds me of Krieger from Archer. Okay,
I'm noticing a trend here.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna have to update this, or maybe I'll go back to the other one. I don't know. Yeah, probably I'm gonna have to update it more, but we'll see if you get used to it, kids. Jonas, what happened to your avatar? Jonas, do you think Disney stock is down because linear cable TV assets are declining? Comcast spun off their linear TV. Okay, we're not going to go to the story that I thought we were going to go to. I know the exact story that we need to cover here, and this is exactly a good point. Blink on. All right, so Disney has the rights to the Super Bowl right now, and they were seeking $10 million for Super Bowl commercials, but advertisers push back. This is an article that came out in Variety. What day? Give me a date here. April 16th of this year. So they want $10 million per ad, right? Then, then going off of that one, Disney on May 13th said Super Bowl soap opera. Disney sells some commercials for $9 million, but still faces resistance from large ad buyers. So just a few weeks after that,
trying to bring it down. What is it? What was it? 7 million was.
Here we go. Now, as of June 3rd, which was just a couple of days ago, Disney moved some Super Bowl commercials at $8 million amid advertiser squabbles. So Disney was selling this to the investors as, oh, yeah, we've got the greatest things and this and that. And, oh, we're going to do the year building up to the Super Bowl. We're starting now, the road to the Super Bowl. We're going to be covering it all year long.
They wanted $10 million for an ad. Wow.
Yep. Got
this
them
company,
to,
man.
Yep. Now they got them to $8 million an ad. That's just a 20% drop from what they thought that they were going to get.
And we'll see if they'll take that. They might have to drop it down to 7.
Yeah, I think that there's a high chance that they're not going to be able to move all of this inventory at that rate. So
they have to keep going lower, Jonas. We might get to the point where we can have that Park Place commercial on the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, and I'll throw one more in here. Deadline has this one. Disney's first company-wide creative agency, Main Street, launches, led by Carrie Brzezinski Shoe. And if the shoe fits, this is the Disney branded production creative agency here.
What creative agency for what?
I think this is talking about how they're going to do their ads and their marketing and all of that. So I have to imagine that the people that were involved in we're doing the road to the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl the whole year. Do you know why the Super Bowl is interesting? Because there's a quick build up to it over just a few months, and everyone cares what's going on with the teams. No one today is like, are you excited about the Super Bowl? No, they're not. I'm not even a football fan, and I know that no one right now is excited about what happens in January of next year for the Super Bowl.
Or is it February?
Is it February? See, that's how little of a fan I am of it. I have to be reminded when this happens.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I look at this progress. I don't know specifically what these people are doing at the company. I don't know if these are new people that are or they're people that were under the previous regime of Disney executives, and now they're finally getting their chance to do this. So no judgments on the people involved here, but Disney having their own in-house creative, I would like to see more evidence of creativity within the Disney company before I say that this is a good idea.
Launching a creative company for a company that is completely void of all creativity is it's a choice. It's certainly a choice.
So and when they say creative, they're talking about advertising. In this role, she oversees the creative talent and production behind Disney's biggest campaigns and some of the world's most beloved brands and franchises, spanning entertainment, sports experiences, consumer products, and more. She will also continue to oversee ESPN's creative studio. So we told you last year before Thunderbolts opened that the entertainment conglomerate's in-house creative agencies, Yellow Shoes and The Hive, were coming together under Disney's chief marketing and brand officer, Asad Ayaz. The new division morphed into Main Street, named after Disneyland's Main Street, USA. So minimizing the name into something that sounds good and sounds like, we're going with Main Street. That's about as far as I can get with this. It's still very generic. It still sounds very much like a Disney thing. And I don't mean that in a positive way. It is that it's so Disney to say, we can handle this ourselves when they can't
Why
even
should we pay somebody else for it?
Right. Because we own all the best brands. So therefore we must be capable of creating new brands. What was the last big brand that came out of Disney? And I'm really struggling to think what that is. Are we going to say it's Mandalorian and Grogu? Because, no, Flash in the Pan, and that was 2019. Nothing new in Star Wars. EA can take responsibility for Cal Kestis and the Jedi Fallen Order aspects there. Are there any new Marvel brands? Maybe Encanto. Again, we're really going far back. Moana 2 is a brand extension. Inside Out 2. Okay. Hoppers, that's a no. I'm really struggling to see something that this creative agency needs to hang their hat on and say, yes, that was us. We did a really good job with that one.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just the more they try to say that they're the most creative company in the world, the more it's evident that they have no creativity left. Maybe they were. I mean, not even maybe. They were at one point. They were the most creative company in the world at one point, and that has been completely deflated.
Yeah. I think it's like saying that Apple is the most technologically innovative company in the world. Okay.
They were at one point.
They were. I'm not so sure anymore. They seem to be a well-established business services company or entertainment services company at this point. A creative company is launching a creative agency. What? Thank you very much, Culture. I thought Disney was. Well, yeah, Walt himself was creative, and then John Lasseter was creative, but they had to make sure that they didn't have anybody below Bob Iger that could outshine him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. Disney controls Super Bowl ads. Oh my goodness, Disney needs to gouge advertisers to help its balance sheet.
Oh, 100%. They're trying. Yeah. They're trying to charge. They're doing the equivalent of Disney World prices for advertisers now, and everyone's like, yeah, we're not paying a Disney premium. We're not weirdo Disney adults.
I think Disney stock is down because of Jonas's new avatar. He is crashing the economy.
The Dow has taken a hit based on this.
Well, I can only do so much. Let's take a look here. Let's bring it up. $99.37. 35 cents. Oh, it's down. Okay, what's the lowest in the 52-week range? $92.19. So, we're still $7 away from the lowest it's been within the last year, but this ain't good. This is supposed to be a company that's moving in the right direction. I think Josh D'Amaro may have license to make some changes if he goes the right direction here. He can get a mandate, and by that I mean if all of this Bob Iger stuff that hits, like if Avengers Doomsday ends up not being a great idea, I think that Josh D'Amaro gets the license to change this company in his own image. And I don't know what that looks like because he's been very much his brand has been, I look like Bob, but younger and more approachable. And
I'm
more
a younger clone.
Parks. Yeah. But except that Josh D'Amaro is actually aware of what goes on in the parks. And I don't think Bob Iger is aware of what goes on in the parks. So let's see. What do you mean Hoppers didn't set off a firestorm of cultural influence with a robot beaver? Hey, Marv, do you know when Hoppers comes out on Disney Plus?
When does Hoppers come out? Did it already?
2 days ago. And no one cared.
Nobody cared.
Jonas, what do you think would happen to the Disney board and executives if Walt and Roy Disney were alive? Ooh, that's a really good question. At this point, I think they would hate if someone that was exactly like Walt without the name came in. They would write this guy off, right? Completely. They wouldn't like him. They wouldn't appreciate him. They wouldn't go for his aspect of customer service. I think that if they showed up, they would have to create a competitor because right now this company is mostly institutionally held. I think it may be like in the 65 to 70% of this company is held by big Wall Street management firms and in institutional investors in general. So they have a vested interest in keeping this stock price high, or as high as they can. Let's see, what is the Dow at today? Well, the Dow is down 0.87, and the S&P is down 1.87. So actually, Disney is beating the market right now today. So I will say that because we always have to keep an eye on the market itself.
Yes.
I think the first thing that Walt would probably change is he would force them to make better movies. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of the movies that have come out in recent years would never have happened. The sequel obsession definitely wouldn't have happened.
I'm trying to think what animated movie he would go for first. So I don't know. Fake Asian wizard Black Jonas for $2. Dr. Jonas Krieger needs his animated wife too. I'm gonna have to change the avatar again. Chris Dickerson, Disney needs a Thanos snap within the company. Firing, that is. Yes, he does. I'm glad that I'm not the one that has to make that decision. Tomorrow needs good advisors who only care about making money. Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm a clone now. Every chromosome is a hand-me-down.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
song.
think I'm a clone now.
I can send myself for pizza.
Is a hand-me-down.
Just Jay for $5. I have an idea for another charity stream. Introduce a new puppet for Marv, a counter to Wilton, Batman/Joker like, not R2/3PO.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to see me use puppets. I mean, that just seems weird, right?
You're actually a pretty good puppeteer, though.
I try.
I do kind of miss the puppets at times.
I would like to bring them back for something in the future. It's just a matter of I barely have time to do anything.
Yeah,
and it adds a lot of time onto production.
Yeah, in my wife is not a person who is interested in YouTube. Her platform of choice is Instagram, and so she sometimes I have to say, she says, "Is this the puppet guy?" He says, "Well, he did puppets, but he doesn't do puppets anymore." Oh, Floral doesn't do puppets anymore? No, different guy. We haven't had that conversation for a while, though.
Yeah.
Alberta's Magnus, they already can't stand Walt Disney and are not shy about it. Yeah, they want to make him into a robot and put words
and let him say all the things they want him to say.
Yep. Albertus Magnus, Walt would move away from total IP-based park attractions. I want a Captain Cacao ride at Epic. That's what I want.
That'd be fun. I'm hoping that they'll start integrating him more into the park because of how popular he's been.
2.5 hours to visit that bear. I'm still waiting for Marvin to do a face reveal. I still see the orange monster.
Never.
This is beautiful. Captain Chocolate? Yeah, Captain Chocolate. He's traveling through Epic Universe, and he stops by, and he's just there to sell you fluffy bears. 40s Mandalorian. Disney should make movies based off of classic literature again, like The Three Musketeers or King Solomon's Mines.
Right.
I really liked the Mickey Mouse Three Musketeers. I don't know how many people saw it, but I loved it.
The Mickey Mouse Three Musketeers, yes, I actually do really like that. They actually included that in a Kingdom Hearts game. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance was one of the worlds.
Vacation Wizard Black Jonas. Check your DMs. All right. Well, I guess I know who Vacation Wizard Black Jonas is now. Oh. Yeah, I won't spoil the fun. Give me a second on that. I'll check it in a moment. Let me put something else up on the screen here. As long as we're talking about the Super Bowl. Here's one I love. Pixar is accused of plagiarizing the design of Bad Bunny's character in Toy Story 5 from a Cartoon Network series. I do believe this is Uncle Grandpa.
I mean, how many different ways can you make a piece of pizza with sunglasses on?
It's there's really not, and this one's got a big old pimple right there.
Yeah.
So that's a totally different design.
Totally.
So here's this. Pizza Steve is going to be in Toy Story 5. Oh, wait. They just ripped off Uncle Grandpa.
Pizza with sunglasses. It's okay because it's Hispanic now. It's a race swap.
It's in Hispanics, too.
And Hispanic people, too.
I remember when Rhett and Link were fun. All right. Here. Let me... Yep. All right. Yeah, we'll show this on screen. There we go.
What?
Krieger's simulated wife standing next to my avatar. I see you extended out the set as well.
Well done.
Assuming that's AI generated. Yeah. It fits. It does. That is what my wife looks like, other than her hair is purple instead of pink. So.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get to this one. We don't talk about video games very much on this channel.
Oh my gosh, this
but
is
I do
so
love
great.
a nice social media own.
This is so great.
Domino's Pizza rage baits God of War Studio into defending Kratos replacement as backlash grows. So what happened here, Marv?
So essentially, there's a new mainline God of War game coming out called God of War Lao Fei, and they have taken Kratos out of it, and instead of Kratos, they've replaced him with his wife. And she's now the main character, and she is, going to be strong, confident woman, and she is Karen Page from Daredevil, who everyone already doesn't like. And they have taken, again, yet another beautiful woman and put her into a game and made her look less beautiful by doing it. She got beat with the AAA stick here. So Domino's shared...
That's a good one.
Yeah, so Domino's shared a thing, and if you scroll down, we can see it more clearly. Domino shared this God of War game with no Kratos equals pepperoni passion with no pepperoni. And then if you scroll down a little more, you can see that Santa Monica Studios responded with, okay, thanks for the feedback, Domino's Pizza corporate account.
Oh, that's beautiful. I saw somebody have a hissy fit over this. You see, they're never going to do a brand deal with Domino's Pizza ever again because this one social media guy decided that he knew video games and he was going to own the Santa Monica studio. No, they made the wrong move here. This is how social media works now.
Yeah.
Like the sassy Wendy's tweets that are out there where they'll go after somebody for misrepresenting what fresh or frozen means.
Yeah.
This is the new landscape. If you do something that everyone hates, then there's a license out there for these social media managers, especially Domino's.
I think Santa Monica is panicking right now. I think Sony is panicking right now over this because concept to creation, this would have been put into play, 5 years ago, maybe. So this was put into play at a time when woke was still very much a thing. And, we were replacing all of our male heroes with women, and it was great because the modern audience was going to come out. Well, the last 5 years have shown us that's not the case, especially in gaming. And we've seen Ghost of Yotei fail. We've seen The Last of Us Part 2 just completely derail the entire Last of Us franchise. We've seen all this stuff, mostly surrounding PlayStation originals. And now they're doing this, and they are taking out their most iconic original character, Kratos, and handing his friend, and they're like, yeah, we're still gonna do Kratos stories. Okay, great, awesome, good for you. But this is not like, and some people were like, oh, it's a spin-off. It's not a spin-off.
No, it's not.
If you scroll down, you'll see another tweet where Sony specifically says God of War Lao Fei is the next mainline chapter in God of War.
It's really not something. Okay, so Ghost of Yotei, if that was actually the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima and it was the same character or someone who played the same way, I would have already bought that game, even if it was a $70 or $80 game. I would have been in. That's it. But seeing them replace the main character with a woman, and it wasn't the only item that I had in. Sorry, I'm gonna say this in one way. It wasn't an immediate write-off for me, but it was a signal that they were changing things. And then the actress who played that character, first of all, she's the face of that character. Second of all, she's out there putting her politics first and foremost and mocking people who didn't like the change.
Yep.
So everything in this says they hate me and they don't want me to buy the game. So guess what? I'm going to get around to it when I get around to it, which is probably when it comes up for free on PlayStation Plus.
Jonas, there's another factor here that people aren't really talking about as much, but we talk about in this article, is guess who worked on God of War Ragnarok extensively?
Well, there's a rumor I want to talk about with this. This is unconfirmed, but this person working on it is confirmed. But Alana Pierce, is she a Sweet Baby Inc. person?
I don't know if she's Sweet Baby Inc., but she did write it.
Yeah, so this is she did work on it for 4 years, and this is a rumor that's going out there. I can't
imagine this is true. This
I'm
seems
not
way
standing
too out
by
there.
it, but they're saying that God of War Lao Fei is about Kratos' wife who falls in love with Hela, Loki's sister, looking for the tree of love where they can breed a female Kratos.
I don't think that's the case.
I don't know if it's true or not, but
I
on the nose.
It is. But what I was saying about it was Sweet Baby Inc. worked on God of War Ragnarok. And I've every reason to believe they're probably working on this too. And another thing, one of the reasons I seemed a little distracted in the last segment, I was just checking because we have articles up on both sites right now about the fact that in the Wolverine game, they have removed the name X-Men. The X-Men don't exist. It's Team X, which was actually a team in the comics, but it was a Black Ops team. Whereas they have now decided that Team X is just a team of mutants that travels around the world helping mutants, aka the X-Men.
Right.
And people were coming at us like, "There's already a Team X in the comics, you grifters!"
Right.
And I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's in the article. Thank you."
Right.
Maybe read it.
Because they only read the headlines. Honestly, and you know how many articles we get by looking at what is on all of these sites and then actually looking at what is said. They say, okay, well, here's a new interview from a person, and it's something positive, and we actually read the articles to find out the things that would be of interest to our audience. It's an amazing concept. I recommend it for anyone trying to run a website. Actually knowing the subject well enough to comment on it is generally a positive when trying to comment on these things.
Yeah, on X, the tweets are blowing up on both that Park Place and Geeks and Gamers. And people are just like, you grifters! Team X exists! I'm like, well, yeah, but what they're describing is not Team X.
Also, the X-Men exist.
Somebody was like, well, clearly Wolverine just hasn't met the X-Men yet. I'm like, Jean Grey is like 47 years old in this game.
Yeah. I will say that Jean Grey seems to have had a looks upgrade since the things that were, yeah. Well, I've heard it wasn't a leak; it was a hack. So, I think that Wolverine is probably going to be an improvement over Spider-Man 2 as far as the writing goes. But I'm holding out hope. The fact that this is so bloody and brutal. Makes me think that it's not going to be dialogue that plays off as if there's an HR representative in the room, but I don't know. Wolverine is supposed to be a person who is offensive. He's supposed to be a bit feral. He's not supposed to be a nice and polite person. He's supposed to be rough around the edges. So even if the X-Men existed, he would need to be off on his own anyways.
They specifically said that the X-Men do not exist in this world and that it's just Team X.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Well, they've been trying to take the men out of X-Men. Victoria Alonso wanted to do it. They had that cringy line in Dark Phoenix. And all it took was Sweet Baby Inc. And by the way, Sweet Baby Inc. is working on this game. If you scroll, Jonas, you'll see a tweet from Master of the TDS who shared Sweet Baby Inc.'s, I believe, now deleted tweet about the fact that they were working on this game. There it is. Thwip and also Snicked. So excited and grateful to say we're part of the team bringing Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine to life with the amazing folks at Insomniac Games.
I like Insomniac's work, but I'm going to say the writing on Spider-Man 2 was just so much of an issue for me. It was very distracting. I also don't like that he could fly. Like once you can fly, it's like having an insta kill. Like, okay, you can go through the fight without using the insta kill if you want to give yourself a challenge.
I like the gliding.
See, my favorite thing about Spider-Man is the swinging through the city. I could do that for
but
hours.
I like to do the swinging and the gliding together. Like I like to just kind of use it as like traversal stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they had to do it when you start flying across the river. There, you have to have gliding or
otherwise you have to cross at the bridge.
Yeah, but with Spider-Man 2, we got to go save the cultural center so the kids can have Umoja or something like that. It's actually the
evil white guy is trying to steal the instruments from Harlem.
The white gentrifiers are trying to steal Black history. Like what? What is this? Give Miles a real mission.
Yep, or then it's Miles has to help this boy ask his boyfriend to homecoming.
Man,
and that's what he's taking time. I'm like, there's probably somebody getting mugged down the street that you could be helping Miles.
Right. And it also is okay. So you made Black Cat a lesbian. Oh well, or bisexual. All right. Well, there's an eye roll. I'm gonna not play that one around my kids. But then all of the missions involving high schoolers had LGBT stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what?
All of them.
Also, all of the ones that were Miles missions. Like, why is it? It's like when a Juneteenth celebration happens, and there's all these pride flags around. Like, what? These have nothing to do with each other. Why are you specifically going after this one community to try to heavily market LGBT stuff to kids and African Americans? Like, y'all, come on.
We're thinking of rushing it so that we can get it out in time for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
We're thinking of making a big holiday push.
Sorry, I thought you were taking. I thought that was a break.
No, that was a perfect time to do it. It bugs me to no end to take something that is the Spider-Man games could be rinse and repeat. They could just say, okay, well, we're going to put new missions in, and they could keep going forever. But instead, they have to innovate with, I don't know, this other stuff. I don't want to spoil the interesting suit that you get in the final act of Spider-Man. Well, I guess it's far enough away when he gets the anti-venom suit. Like, yeah, that's fun. That's awesome. But
it gives you back all your cool Venom powers.
Yes. But I wish that I felt like I could keep playing that game forever, but I can't. So, we got some super chats, and sorry, got caught up in my own perturbedness. First Dragon Queen for $2. Did Jonas lose that staring contest? Hugs for all. I'm just gonna say, look into my eyes right here. I mean, it's me. I don't. Oh, here's the button. Yeah, look into those eyes. Those gray eyes. I'm winning. All right. Mo Zamboni says, I rated that on Critic List. I'd throw that against a lot of the 2D animated catalog. It's a great movie. Mo, I don't know which movie you mean at this point because I'm late.
I was hoping you knew.
Here. Yeah. It was about 15 minutes ago. And then beat with the AAA stick. That made me laugh. That's perfect. So we need to get Mo on the show sometime.
We did.
Jonas is whack.
Had to bring it whack.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll accept that one. So one more time, speaking of ceases and desists, which we got one time from Black Girl Gamers for their Sweet Baby Inc. like activities.
Right.
But this one is not coming to us. This one comes from Universal UK, and it's a to whom it may concern, to drone operators.
Oh dear.
The operation of unauthorized. I say unauthorized because they don't use the Z when they say unauthorized over there. Drones over or near the Universal Destinations and Experiences construction site is prohibited. Such activity may constitute a criminal offense, and they spell it with a C, and or give rise to civil liability.
Guys, you really don't want to get dragged into court in the UK over this, because you're going to have to sit there while all the lawyers wear those stupid powdered wigs, and you're not going to be able to not laugh at them.
It is truly ridiculous. And they all talk like this the entire time.
Every time I see it, I laugh. I'm just like, imagine being like on trial for murder. It's just some 30-year-old lady is the district attorney, and she's wearing a powdered wig.
Young man, this notice is issued on behalf of Universal Destinations and Experiences and its contractors. By flying a drone over or near the construction site, you may be in breach. You don't want to be in breach of the following criminal offenses. Again, there's a C here. It doesn't make sense. Air Navigation Order 2016, Article 241.
Oh, boy.
The Data Protection Act of 2018 and UK GDPR. Civil liability of trespass. Low-level drone flights over private land may constitute trespass, for which the landowner may seek damages and injunctive relief. Misuse of private information, capturing and disseminating footage that identifies individuals on the construction site may give rise to civil claims. Like Shigeru Miyamoto, would he be there? That's what I want to know.
Might be worth it.
I mean, or what if it was Eiji Aonuma? Or what if it was Hideo Kojima? I don't think it's going to be Kojima, but seriously, harassment. Okay, this brings one particular content creator to mind. Here's the required actions. Cease operating your drone over or near the construction site immediately.
So is this somebody that like we might know in the local Orlando area that maybe traveled to the UK?
I don't know. I know of. Maybe we've never met BioReconstruct.
Yeah.
Personally.
Is that who this is for?
I think that this is, if it's not for BioReconstruct, then it's for people hoping to do something similar over there in the UK. Yeah, it's BioReconstruct.
Okay.
A BioReconstruct who is over on Blue Sky, if I can give a little implication there. Cease publishing, sharing, or distributing any footage or images from the construction site in which individuals are identifiable. Remove any such footage or images already published online, including on social media platforms. And finally, after you have removed, you must refrain from any further drone operations at the construction site without prior written authorization.
Now, does that include just the one in the UK, or are they barring him from doing this in?
This is the UK version of it. I don't think they can do anything at Universal Orlando right now. I've heard some implications that there may have been some communication between Universal and BioReconstruct at some point. Not that it was an official relationship, but there may have been some timings worked out at one point or another to make sure that images were caught at the right time. I don't know how BioReconstruct makes enough money off of those images to afford renting a helicopter to go around a construction site.
Oh, he doesn't. That's not just a drone?
I think it has been a helicopter on some occasions, to the point where at least one Universal Studios person, who I shall remain nameless, I don't think you would know this person in particular, Marv, sent me a picture of, how do you like it? And took a picture of BioReconstruct in his helicopter.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't post that online just because I didn't want to dox the fella, but consequences of non-compliance: referral to police for criminal investigation and prosecution. Don't worry, though. They don't have guns. Civil proceedings, including applications for injunctive relief, brief of which constitutes contempt of court and may result in arrest and imprisonment. So
they don't even use the Tower of London anymore. You're fine. Call that a tower. Try the Sears Tower, friend.
Ooh, I almost went into the Tower of London. I decided not to, though. I found out that Tower Bridge, so London Bridge and then Tower Bridge, they use Tower Bridge in all of the movies, not London Bridge.
I would never go over London Bridge. I have heard repeatedly throughout my life that it's falling down.
It is, my fair lady. I took one trip to the UK and it was a disaster, and I didn't get to do anything fun. And so I in rebellion one day took a train ride from where I was in Britain all the way to London, and basically ran through downtown London, and they're like, "Oh, I'm here," and took a selfie. And, "Oh, I'm here," and took a selfie. And yeah, it's funny. I tried to get into the British Museum, and I was wearing my travel coat, which was full of stuff. And I'm just going to say, I'm not saying that I looked like I was a suspicious individual, but if someone was looking for suspicious individuals, and
it might have been the fact that you were wearing all black and a wool cap and had glass cutters on your belt.
The balaclava was a little much.
Yeah.
But I had assumed that they were going to go, excuse me, Governor, can we take a look at your coat there? So I thought for sure they were going to stop me at security at the British Museum, and I was going to have to take out like my batteries and like as if I had a bunch of hot dogs strapped to my chest, with suspenders and a timer. Like that is the level of stuff that I had on my person, because I wasn't going to get lost in London and stuck, because it was pretty close to the end of my trip and I wasn't going to be able to rebook the flight. And I thought, man, I was sweating, and they're like, "Oh no, go on through." And they stopped the family with a stroller instead. So,
because they were clearly sneaking something in.
Yeah. I was just wanting to take a look at the Code of Hammurabi,
That family with the stroller had tried to sneak out the Klopman diamond.
Exactly. And I also found out that there are multiple museums that are in fact the British Museum. Kind of like the Smithsonian is actually Like the Institute is like 60 locations. But one thing that won't be in there is drone footage of Universal UK.
Probably not.
So
that it's really weird that they would be so iffy about that, but they don't care as much here.
yeah, they really don't seem to care at all if people let's see. Jonas was afraid he wouldn't be able to come back. And that's right. And then they could never sing Jonas is back.
Right.
Hey Marv, do you remember
Yes.
how we complained at one time about how they could have absolutely kept the Muppets Land, the Muppet Theater inside of Monstropolis?
Yes.
Guess what?
Mhm.
They really could have. Discovering Monstropolis at Walt Disney World, this out of Disney Parks blog, they have now published the reasons that Monstropolis is going to be appearing in Disney's Hollywood Studios for
Agreed.
Human Day. Let's see. What does human stand for here? Humans understand monsters are nice. Yeah. So the first H in human is humans. So, and yeah, it's let's see. Following months of planning, growling and grumbling, the Department of Human Relations has a win on their books. The historic decision has been made to move ahead with the Humans Understand Monsters Are Nice Day initiative. Plans are in progress to introduce human beings to the city of Monstropolis in all its scaly, furred, and winged glory for generations. Okay, so the lore reason that this is here is, in my opinion, would have been absolutely fine to have the Muppets still remain in Muppet Vision. And I think that Muppet Vision was done dirty by them taking down the balloon for Star Wars Land.
Agreed.
Or, sorry, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
If they were to repurpose that Villains Theater into a Muppet Theater, they could put the balloon back on it.
That would be... They should put that over there on Rocket and Roller Coaster, maybe. Or well, yeah, the Villains Theater. If they actually brought back Muppet Vision 3D, that would be amazing. But I think they're using Statler and Waldorf in the queue now.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's an easy animatronic.
Maybe it's because we're bolted to the seats. So... I got to say, I'm not really too crazy about the idea of the Muppet Coaster. Not the Muppet Coaster. Yeah, not crazy about the Muppet Coaster, really, but the Monstropolis Coaster. Okay, great, sure. Have fun. Do your thing. I don't think they need to have a fully immersive Monsters Land here. They just need to have good rides.
I just miss the days where a ride could just stand on its own and not be a part of a themed land.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there was no reason to get rid of Muppet Vision or Pizza Rizzo, and then you throw them into the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is just you trying to throw us all a bone, and we don't want it.
Right, and they went with the idea that they just had sitting around. You have this fateful day in which Josh D'Amaro needs to prove that the parks can do something, and thankfully at the same time, for Josh D'Amaro's sake, streaming took a massive nosedive in Wall Street's view, and then bada bing, bada boom, you got Josh D'Amaro as head of the entire company. But if this is all he has to do is continually tear down things and put in new attractions, well, that's an easy one for him to do going forward. If all this is IP regeneration in the theaters, and not really regeneration, more like regurgitation in theaters, yeah, sure, that they can do that playbook all day long. But this company, I think, is in trouble. I don't know that this Monsters door coaster is going to be the hit that they need it to be, because no one talks about this. No one is saying, oh, you know what they're going to be doing in a few years? They're going to be, we got to go see this. There's no Universal Epic Universe marketing campaign. Speaking of a creative agency that works well, there's no video push that says, hey, this is the thing that you're going to get to see. And let's go through the entire park in detail. Instead, we get little videos online of Big Thunder Mountain. They're putting in thousands of tin bats.
Oh boy.
Jonas is in England, just doesn't work as well. Sure. Oh, that's a good one. Another fake holiday narrative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a certain number of things that you can do here. I mean, Harry Potter showing up and saying, "We need your help." You know, sure. I think that's like 4 rides at Universal right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Yep. 99.59. That's what they are at right now. Speaking of corporate acquisitions, though, I think we're about to wrap up, but there's one, the thousands of what? Warren the Bear Sapir. Okay, so right about the same time that they're talking about all these new things at Epic Universe and the 2.5 hour wait for Captain Cacao, they release a video about what they're doing to Big Thunder Mountain, and they don't really talk about the Rainbow Cave. What they do talk about is this illusion of bats that are in the cave in Big Thunder Mountain that is never meant to be seen close up. So before you've seen the illusion, they have shown you how the illusion is done. And it's not even that good of an illusion. It's little tin bats that are hanging upside down from the cave that have little red things on them that kind of look like they're shining in the back of the cave. So it's just these racks of tin bats.
Yeah,
so
dumb.
It's an illusion. It's an effective illusion. It's not a great illusion. It's not anything that anyone goes, oh, wow, I wonder how they do that.
Bats.
Right. Pepper's Ghost.
All the bats.
Right. Pepper's Ghost is a great illusion. And it continues to be a great illusion, but it's better if people don't know how it works. People do understand how it works, and that lessens it, but there's still a trick to it. But instead, they show these dingy animatronics from underneath the ballroom scene in Haunted Mansion, and it ruins the illusion. The idea not safe for magic used to be something on the internet. Maybe we ruined that a little bit. I remember there was somebody who got mad at us because we said that women are usually the ones to play Mickey Mouse because of the height reasons. I actually got an angry message from someone who used to watch the show religiously because I dared to say that there was actually a performer in the costume. Like,
what?
Okay. And that it's usually a woman. Like, sorry. That's
they didn't want to know that it wasn't Mickey Mouse. I'm sorry.
No, they knew, but they were mad that I told everyone else.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah. And I hope he's doing well out there. All right, this is the last story I think we need to talk about because it's kind of par for the course for the Disney company, but it's good to see it in writing. This is from Christian Silt and Caroline Reed over at The Guardian. Disney racks up a $4.2 billion deficit on Paris parks. Have you read this one yet?
I have not.
All right. So Disneyland Paris famously was inside the company referred to as the moment that they realized that you could actually spend too much on a castle park. So analysis shows resort has yet to recoup Disney's investment despite record revenue and 16 million annual visitors. And nobody pay attention over here to how old Google thinks I am. Disney has still not recouped the $4.2 billion of its investment in Disneyland Paris after more than 30 years, even though the resort is now its best performing international outpost, according to an analysis of recent filings. The sprawling theme park complex swung open its ornate iron gates in 1992 and now attracts the 16 million visitors every year. By the way, 1992, that makes this park older than the guy who made Backrooms.
Indeed.
It is wholly owned by Disney and is home to two theme parks, the fairy tale inspired Disneyland and Disney Adventure World, which launched its largest ever expansion in late March. The lavish land themed to hit animated movie Frozen is part of a $2.5 billion investment by Disney and its new chief executive, Josh D'Amaro, with Emmanuel Macron. Yep. Euro Disney Associates posted sparkling results. They showed that in the year to 30 up to September 2025, the introduction of dynamic pricing led to Euro Disney's revenue rising 8.4%. It gave Disney a magic touch to Disney's theme park division, which produced nearly 40% of the company's $94 billion in revenue and 57% of its $17.6 billion operating income last year. So these are technically contributing to the bottom line of the company, but they still have $4 billion in debt to be paid off. So right now, if they paid $4 billion to put together a theme park in this location, I would say that's not a good investment.
Probably not.
But Christian Silt and Caroline Reed are amazing investigators
They really are. They're a
in the
dream
theme
team.
park space. I love what they do. They are, I believe, often in Dubai, so they have a close eye on what's going on over there for what sounds like it's going to be Walt Disney World Abu Dhabi or Abu Dhabi Disney World. I think that's what it's probably going to end up being.
They better not put Walt's name on it.
I think they're going to. Walt Disney World really is the only one that deserves to have that on his on the theme park, because what's the phrase from Roy? They said, why are you putting Walt's name on it when he doesn't have anything to do with the vision of the park? He said, without Walt's vision, this park would not exist.
It was his dream.
Yeah, he wanted that. He didn't have enough space in Disneyland. So I don't know how long it would take this place to get the $4 billion paid off here. I don't think they're interested in doing it. This is the classic problem with Disney, though, isn't it? That they have massive debt, so they're not actually making any money.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy. So this park is basically just a wash then. They just put all this effort in, and it's not going to lead to anything, because, again, there are seasons in Paris. So,
right.
you're cutting off a large portion of the year.
It's one of two parks that has snowfall on an annual basis.
Yeah.
So and it's this $2 billion they said they put in for the Disney Adventure World re-theme. So yeah, $2.5 billion that's going to be put into that. Maybe they'll get that money back, but no, you got nothing. So I don't mean to end on a downer, but
it's not a downer to me.
What's funny is I think that's actually thought of as one of the better run parks. So Disney makes poor financial decisions with their movies and expects park goers to pick up the tab. No thanks.
That's exactly it.
It's exactly true. Sea Brew for $2. Do you want ants, Jonas? That's how you get ants for months.
Avocado for Mo.
Oh, avocado for Mo. Does Mo like avocado? Mo, are you out there? Can you confirm or deny this? I like Mo.
If he likes avocados, I'll get him an avocado.
Ron was 20 when Disneyland Paris opened, when it was Euro Disney. Dollar Disney, as it was called at the time. So this has been another episode of Extra Magic with Jonas and Marv. I got some ideas for things we could do on the show in the future. Maybe jazz it up. Maybe I'll change the avatar again so that everyone will make fun of me for it. Some more.
That'd be great.
I think that'll be fun.
That killed a lot of time.
What? Jonas, the stream was only an hour and a half, and you still need 22.5 more to go. I don't know what this means, Woofle McGruffle.
Unless Pro set a super chat goal that we
did Pro set a super chat goal? Let's look. Let me look in the back end here. There is no goal set.
No goals. We have no goals.
Okay, hold on 1 second. We'll set a goal of one super chat. That is, yep, and
this is my carol song.
All right, I'm setting a goal.
We didn't talk about bricks and minifigs.
We didn't talk about bricks and minifigs. Okay.
Yeah, but we have work to do. It's 1:30.
That's a little too real for the stream here. Okay, yeah. So nope, it's not going to let me do it. I tried to set a goal, folks. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, it wouldn't let me do it. Jonas's next avatar will be South Park style. No, I think I will go for Filmation. I don't know. I don't think I would look good in Filmation. It'd be just about as much animation as they do in Filmation, though.
There used to be a South Park creator where you could create yourself in South Park style, and we used to all do it when we were kids.
I can't believe we really not talk about bricks and minifigs, or did I imagine that?
No, we didn't talk about it. There was a super chat about it, but we didn't talk about it really.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so let me just say this. Bricks and Minifigs, they finally said, oh, we've parted ways with our franchisees. I think what happened is they shut down their franchise, and then they just went ahead and said that they parted ways with them as if they fired them. But if you read the documents, it looks like they're still trying to rewrite what happened. So,
oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. They've shown themselves to be perfectly willing to misrepresent what's going on in order to force the hand of law enforcement. So they seem like people that are not trustworthy. Let's just say that. So, all right. With that being said, we need to get this one wrapped up. And I just want to say I didn't end the stream.
I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.
And Marvin already played the clip I was going to play.
We're thinking of rushing it so that we can get it out in time for Juneteenth. Yeah.
But really, that was my fault. And that was the experience.
Do you have a bit of experience in that arena?
If you consider failure experience.
But, everyone, you need to go check out M4 Empire. You're having a stream tonight, aren't you?
No.
No?
No, it was last night.
For some reason, I thought you were having a stream tonight.
No. Friday nights we don't usually stream, but I will be on Lauren and Apollo tonight. So
that's what it was.
Make sure you check that out.
Okay. I like when you're on Lauren and Apollo.
Me too.
Yeah. So with that being said, we need to get going. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button, and if you haven't done it yet, consider subscribing to Floral from Under a Rock because he really needs that.
He does really need it.
He does really need that.